Hey y'all, Grand Rising, good afternoon and good evening. I'm gonna try to get to the bottom of what needs to come out in this reading as fast as I can, y'all, because I am tired. I was gonna do this reading when I got off of work yesterday, but I didn't get home until almost 3 in the morning. I didn't even get myself situated or whatnot until 4 or something, and I had to be back to work today, and I'm just now getting to it. It's Saturday night, and I'm running on fumes, y'all. It's been a little busy for me, but in a good way. So let's get down to business. This reading is about Chrishan Rock and the fiasco that went all across the internet between her and James Wright at Tamar's concert. I'm actually glad that I waited to do this reading. When I first heard about the incident, I thought two things. Something ain't clean in the milk. We're missing some very major details. And Chrishan is going to really have to tighten up on how she moves, because she's leaving herself wide open. And, you know, when people know you have a temper, they know that you're a fighter, they'll try you. And they'll do whatever they feel they need to do to get you to react. And then from that point forward, you look terrible. It doesn't matter, you know, that you got baited into anything. You should have known better. You should have moved better, right? I know this all too well, because when I was Chrishan's age, I was definitely a fighter. And I would never start with anybody, but I would go overboard correcting. So I understand her energy all too well. But even with that being said, you've got to take a concerted effort to do what you got to do to move better. Now, I want to get to the bottom of the missing pieces that we're not getting in this incident. And I will say this before I start. I may even pull out a deck to read the guy who says he's a promoter. I found him off-putting, not because he was upset, but no actual promoter, not one that I've ever known, and I have a long, extensive history with this type of work. No promoter I've ever known is going to insult a potential client, especially someone that they stand to possibly make more money off of than the person that they're currently working with. Yes, Tamar undoubtedly is an excellent singer, far greater in talent than Chrishan ever was or possibly ever will be. But right now, if you want to know who's the draw, if you want to know who's the winning ticket, if you want to know who you're going to be guaranteed to make your money on, from a promoter standpoint, the money is going to be on Chrishan all day, because Chrishan's name is internet and network gold right now, which is guaranteed money. Sponsors will pop up to sponsor your event. You won't even have to pay for your event. All you got to do is just organize it. If you can get a Chrishan Rock. So I thought that that was very peculiar that he tried to undermine her and reduce her and her visibility, saying that, well, we didn't even know you had music. We didn't even know you had a song. And her little ringtone, calling her song a little ringtone. And it's like, sir, that so-called little ringtone just made Billboard. Right now, in Tamar's career, she's not even on Billboard right now. Yes, she has definitely been there, but right now, she's not on Billboard. So I found that to be very, very suspect, that man had to reduce her visibility and tear her influence down to insult her. You can call her ratchet, you can call her ghetto, all of the above. It's part of her brand, and people still buy into it. But what you cannot do is minimize her visibility and her influence, because the girl is everywhere. She damn near breaks the internet every 24 hours. She had such a beautiful day with allowing Carlissa to come and see the baby, and everything was going so well. And then she gets to this show, and then boom. Without any further ado, y'all, let's get to it. I'm going to start with the energy behind Tamar, because I could start with James Wright, but I want to see the energy behind Tamar, because she was the host that invited her, not this promoter guy. Tamar, what is your energy towards Chrishan Rock? Three of Swords, heartbreak. Ace of Cups, that's the card of not just love, but abundance. Explain this to me, spirit guides. Okay, heartbreak over a possible truth. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles represents a stable, abundant woman, or a woman who brings financial stability. Eight of Pentacles. Woman that brings financial stability, work. Eight of Pentacles. So, okay, so this is tied to money and work. Nine of Swords and strength at the bottom of the deck. So this is like high anxiety and trying to hold it together, trying to find a silver lining out of a situation. It's kind of peculiar. What is this? Forward movement and expansion. Six of Wands, moving forward victoriously. So what this feels like, this is the energy around Tamar and her feelings after, such information came out on the internet, because everybody covered this. Like the minute that this came out, this went viral. So the energy that I'm getting is that Tamar feels heartbroken because there's a truth attached to the situation that could affect how she works and her mobility in the industry, the forward movement and expansion of how she, goes about and makes money. I find that to be, like I said, I find it to be peculiar, because you would think from the rumor that we heard that this is the energy that Chrishan should be in. It was just at the bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. This is a card of very, very deep and heavy anxiety, not getting any rest. The Artist, okay? So we know that Tamar is an artist, and like I said, this is something that could negatively affect work. Why would this negatively affect work? Okay, so this is moving forward towards victory. The Artist, heartbreak, and the Artist. So Three of Swords and the Artist falls under that Three of Swords, bottom of the deck. That's the fighting card, Five of Wands. So next card up would be Truth. What is the truth around this so-called fight? Queen of Wands. Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So Queen of Wands not necessarily has to be a fire sign, but it's a woman who represents this energy. This shows that, you know, the woman who is vivacious, who commands a crowd, who is like a peacock. You know, peacock is beautiful. It commands attention, right? There's a truth around this woman that's, you know, it's going to come out and lay certain things to rest. Four of Swords. Page of Pentacles and work. There's new opportunities. Also, pages represent messengers, and I feel like there's an apology that's going to come about, but somebody decided to move forward and separate themselves. Eight of Cups. What's this Eight of Cups? Because this feels like somebody walking away from you, not dealing with you. Like I said, I'm in Tamar's energy now. Forward movement and expansion to the Fool. That's taking a leap of faith, jumping into something head first, being defensive. So Tamar, did you take a side without listening to all parties? Because Eight of Swords, Six of Cups. People from the past or issues from the past coming full circle to cause imprisonment. Eight of Swords. That's somebody being locked up, going to jail. So, okay, so this is Tamar dealing with people that she's been dealing with from her past. This is taking an interesting turn. Because like I said, you would think this should be the energy that, you know, Chrishan should be in, worried about going to jail, worried about, you know, how this is negatively going to affect her. Don't y'all take me down no long rabbit hole tonight. I'm sleepy. I still got another reading to do. I might not do that one until the morning, but we'll see depending on how long this one is. Let's move this over here. Okay. Strength and Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Trying to hold it together, considering options, moving forward towards victory. This is some very, very intriguing energy to me. Yep, moving forward and being defensive. Now, interesting enough, if you've watched Braxton Family Values, this makes sense about Tamar's personality, because Tamar can be very defensive, very argumentative at times. She does this with her sisters. So it's like knowing that something could have possibly went too far. Understanding that there's another shoe that's going to drop, but not wanting to be, this feels like being held accountable for the company you keep. Yeah, messages coming through. Knight of Swords. Hangman and Strength. Yeah. I knew it was something else to this situation that was far greater than what was being said. I'm going to go into James Wright energy because I think I should do Chrishan last. I'm going to do these like mini readings because I want to tap into everybody's energy that's involved. Now, the last deck was the Phantom deck because I know I have people that like to, know what decks I use. That was the deck I used for Tamar. This deck is Alice in Wonderland. This is a Disney deck. Okay. See, yep, my sage is still burning. Cleanse this deck. Okay, give me the energy around James Wright. Now, I'm finding this James Wright guy interesting because when I think back, this is the guy who, went viral and became famous for singing over, his reaction. He was singing about the Patty Pies when Patty first released her line of desserts at Walmart. He was singing, I believe it was Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And his viral video became very popular. And he took credit for the popularity of Patty's Pies selling out. And if you remember, Patti LaBelle, she was up in arms. She didn't like this. She said that, no one was responsible for her pies selling but her. And her and James had to have a sit down and come to an understanding because he got Auntie Patty, up in arms, and she was ready to show him the Philly side of her. But they were able to work it out. Let's see. What's the energy around James Wright? Or as he goes by, James Chanel. Which one of you showed up? Was it James Wright or was it James Chanel? Ten of Teacups. And we know we about to get some tea, right? And the Hierophant. Judge, jury, adjudicator. That's also the industry itself. So 10 of Cups is like family card, ultimate wish fulfillment. We got a moon and the sun. Hold on. I want to make sure I got... Okay. Interesting enough, it's very rare that I pull these cards and they come out simultaneously. The moon and the sun. That is a secret or secret behavior being illuminated. Okay? Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. Secret being eliminated. Well, it is, I guess it would be eliminated if it is illuminated, right? Because that's not what I meant to say. Secret being illuminated. Knight of Hedgehogs. So, so Knight of Hedgehogs would be like Knight of Wands. I want to say like Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Let me be sure, because I'm sleepy and I don't use this deck too often. I want to say that's Pentacles. Here we go. Knight of Hedgehogs in the upright. The Knight of Hedgehogs is an industrious and diligent as the Bill of Lizards, who risk it all trying to dutifully save the White Rabbit's house. After Alice grows to gigantic proportions, the Knight of Hedgehogs reminds us, the Knight of Hedgehogs reminds you to stick to your routine, work hard, focus on the details. Listen, one thing in this whole situation just stood out to me. Where it says, this Knight of Hedgehogs, right? It says, who risk all trying to dutifully save the White Rabbit's house after Alice grows to gigantic proportions. Now, that means there was something that was growing out of order, and there's a underplay for, what do they say? There's an overlay for the underplay. There we go. Judgment. Okay? So, would it be strange enough if we throw one person under the bus to avoid what can be seen with another? We use one person to gain attention while deflecting energy from another. Let's dig off into that. Let's talk about it. Now the cards are sticking together. Oh, baby. Ten of Flowers, the King of Hedgehogs, Queen of Hedgehogs. So Ten of Flowers in this deck would represent the Ten of Wands. King of Hedgehogs, Queen of Hedgehogs is the King and Queen of Pentacles. Okay? So somebody is going through a very tumultuous time right now, because the Ten of Wands means you have the weight of the world on your back. That's someone who is like dragging through life, and they're just pushing and pushing and pushing their way through, and things are harder than they appear. I'm channeling the song from Erykah Badu, Bag Lady. That bag lady, you gonna miss your bus. You can't hurry up because you got too much stuff. So here it is. Once again, the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. There's a lot of mess going on, but it's not the mess that we see publicly. It's a whole production. And this production was orchestrated to deflect from one area while attracting to another. But there was a hangman. There was a hiccup here. What was the hiccup? Eight of Hedgehogs. So Eight of Pentacles, which is the work card. Nine of Pentacles, the independent woman. What about the Eight of Pentacles and the independent woman? Because in this situation, believe it or not, the independent woman would be Chrishan. Eight of Pentacles represents work. What happened with this hiccup with working with Chrishan? Because you got 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which represents this was supposed to be very, very fruitful, okay? Oh, these cards are sticking together. Oh, wait. The truth gonna come out one way or the other. I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to switch the decks because Mr. James Chanel, you're not gonna get tight-lipped on me when it comes to whatever this hiccup was with this truth coming out. We're gonna switch the deck to the Delusional Tarot. Okay. We'll do that. Okay, I have to make sure I got all the cards out. We got them out. I mean, those cards, it's very rare that I've ever had that happen. The only other person I read where the cards clammed up like that was Boosie. What is this? What is this secret energy? And guys, I don't pull into private things that we don't know about. I only read about the things that people make public. The Magician. Okay, so the excuse me, now my throat is getting scratchy, y'all. I told y'all this is an overlay for an underplay. The Magician is the masterful creator of illusions. This is the manifester. This is the person who creates things out of nothing. Okay, this is the person that pulls the rabbit out of the hat, but you got to think about, where the hell did the rabbit come from? King of Wands. Okay, that's taking action. What action was taken? Four of Cups. Four of Cups is unrequited energy, unrequited situation. So there was an action taken, and it resulted in an unrequited response. Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. So literally, like, what just popped into my head, what I just channeled was Todrick Hall, Wrong Bitch. And that's funny that that came to me, and I just put away the Alice in Wonderland cards. Like, you know, even though that wasn't the fairy tale, it was, it aligns. If you've seen the video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's Todrick Hall and Bob the Drag Queen. So Eight of Wands. This unrequited situation came about swiftly. What was this unrequited situation? Okay, so Four of Pentacles represents not only financial stability, but stubbornness. Okay, Judgment. That's almost like karma as well. Judgment from the star. Remember, we got the star in the Phantom Me deck, right? Actually, it was the Artist. So this would be like the Artist, but this is like a card of hope, contract negotiation and agreement, the person who is the focal point. Ten of Wands. Okay, now you got the Ten of Wands falling under Magician, because it's like the weight of the world is now dragging on his shoulders. Why is that? Ace of Cups was popping up. Ten of Swords falling under the King of Wands, an action that brought the ultimate betrayal. Five of Cups, an inability to either let something go or to handle something in a different way is causing somebody to be ostracized, to be outcast. Because Five of Cups is to be out in the cold, to be shunned. The Hierophant, okay, that's law enforcement in the industry. Wow. So y'all was taking it upon yourselves to put her in a bad light with law enforcement and the industry. Something that will swiftly affect her and her family unit. Ten of Cups, her and her success. What is all of this about? King of Pentacles falling under the Four of Pentacles. So that's, you know, your stubbornness was all about you having stability, money for, you know, 4 generations, 4 seasons. You want to come up to a source, but being cut off from an opportunity. So this was supposed to be a viral moment that was gonna, I get it, allegedly this was supposed to be a viral moment that sparks sympathy, and that sympathy was supposed to, you know, shine a light on you that would get people to want to work with you and say, oh, that poor man. Like I said, allegedly, but there was a hangman. Excuse me. Judgment to the hangman. There, that means the plan has been halted. You've hit you've hit a bump in the road. This Hierophant keeps popping out. Now, industry readings, the Hierophant is the powers that be behind the industry. Three of Wands. Okay, so we're looking at hope for contract negotiation and agreements that was going to bring a ships that was supposed to come in, opportunity, blessings. Two of Pentacles, juggling with what? Okay, so the Magician, the Ten of Wands, and the Hierophant. So they literally wanted to bring the judicial system down on Chrishan and to use it like a yoke around her neck. And this is where Chrishan has to take full accountability for not putting herself in the best situations, because it's time to, you know, sober up so that you can see what's going on around you. You know, if you sober up a little, I ain't saying that you can't turn up at all, but if you sober up some, you can cut the grass and see the snakes. You would have saw this play being run a million miles away if you had been able to key in and pay closer attention. Because I feel like there were cues to certain things, and she just kept, she has a bad habit of overlooking her intuition and then going back later and saying, you know what, I felt this or I saw this. She's going to have to start trusting her intuition. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and the King of Wands. So yeah, this action that James took is now, it's weird. It's like, as you sow, so shall you reap. What you wished for someone else, you now brought upon yourself. And it's now going to affect your work and your forward movement. Ace of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, they really don't like her. They really don't like her. And this was a personal attack from what I can see. But hands down, it's like Chrishan got to understand, her angels go hard for her, but they can only do so much when she puts herself in positions to where it's free will. Because they can't circumvent your free will. Alrighty, so I'm going to tap into the energy of the promoter or the so-called promoter. Because, y'all, damn it, y'all just going to have to stay down there. I hope that wasn't too loud, y'all. My apologies. Damn it, I'm sleepy, y'all. This is the tarot deck that I'm using for the so-called promoter, because he kept saying, this is my show, this is my show. And I found it quite interesting because it's like, you're removing Tamar's energy until it comes to her performing love and war. Like, she's the most trivial piece of the story next to him talking about Chrishan's ringtone. I found that to be so disrespectful, because if all she had was a ringtone, if she wasn't popping right now, if she wasn't, you know, out here making moves, y'all would have never invited her to that show. No matter how you feel about her, you cannot deny at this moment in time, she has motion. Her motion is so strong that I have started developing a fan base in the UK that keep up with my Blueface, Chrishan, and Jaden readings. Completely blew me away. The girl has motion. So let's tap into the promoter to see what's the energy around him. King of Cups. Now, this is someone who is very deep in his feelings, okay? I find that intriguing because King of Cups usually is someone that's very deep in their feelings and they keep them within. You really don't know how they feel. So what this is telling me is, for what it's worth, for what he said, he's seething. He really does not like her. Ace of Pentacles. Excuse me, y'all. Chrishan is going to have to, if not get a booking agent, she's going to have to get someone that she can work with closely that is going to monitor and choose her bookings accordingly. Because I feel like if she had someone like that, some of these red flags would have been caught early on, and there's a chance that she may not have even came to this performance, but she came because she likes Tamar, and she was flattered that Tamar would invite her. Ten of Swords, okay? First two cards out. That says a lot. That says a whole lot, y'all. Okay? King of Cups, Ten of Swords. This man hates her with a passion, allegedly. Seething. And he wants to end her. He wants to destroy her. Everything about him says, from this energetic pull, excuse me, y'all. Everything about him from this energetic pull says that he means to bring an end to her, because Ten of Swords is the ultimate betrayal, the ultimate stabbing of someone in the back. And look at what's at the bottom of the deck. The Magician. This is someone who can manifest and create an illusion. Okay, the three card Monty artist. They will make you look to the left when it was to the right the whole time. Okay, so I'm getting this energy that now that I'm getting further and further into this reading, and I'm not to Chrishan's part yet, and I'm going to keep saying it throughout the reading, Chrishan really has to clean up how she moves, and she has to become very strategic. Excuse me, y'all. She has to become very strategic about who she allows access to her right now, because everything nowadays when it comes to making money is about trending and clout. And people are doing very strange things for both. Five of Pentacles. Notice how they keep getting this Five of Pentacles. This is a card of poverty. But the Five of Pentacles keeps coming out after like the Ten of Swords. Or it comes out after a larger pentacle, which is like a transference of the wealth. How were they going to transfer the wealth? Let's tap into it. Allegedly, how is this transfer supposed to happen? Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. The Emperor, okay? So Emperor doesn't have to be an Aries, but this is a very controlling type figure. Very domineering, very dominant figure. Magician back at the bottom of the deck. See how the star keeps popping out? The Artist and the star twice. Now I'm starting to understand more with the Tamar part of the reading, to where, you know, she's mum's the word, but very defensive. Like, it's like she knows something, but she's not saying what she knows. But instead of saying what she knows or handling things a certain way, she becomes very defensive. Allegedly, it's like she knows what's going on with this situation, things that the public doesn't know, but she's afraid to think about how it's going to affect her and how she moves, how she works, how she gets bookings. That Magician popped out again. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay? King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Falling under the King of Cups. So that represents, like, you know, a business-minded person, or a person who, you know, who can be methodical. Okay? A person who's a thinker. Also, this is a person who pulls no punches, very sharp tongue. Person who, you know, can be very cutthroat if need to be. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Now, I didn't pull this. This literally fell off when I was picking it up. Eight of Swords. This person with this sharp tongue is being sneaky about something. Seven of Swords. So let's tap into it. What are you being sneaky about? Three of Cups. Okay, Three of Cups is about party and celebration. Third party energy under the Ten of Swords. That's very manipulative to see the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Unrequited offer. Y'all, didn't I just tell y'all I didn't pull this, but it fell off the deck when I was picking it up? Eight of Swords. Y'all were plotting and planning to have her locked up, and it didn't work. And that was the unrequited offer. Why is that an unrequited offer that Chrishan didn't get locked up? Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. Listen. So allegedly he came forward first and he came out with his communication, right? Knight of Swords is coming forth with the message, coming through with the speed of lightning. Seven of Swords is being very sneaky and deceptive about this message that you come forward with. Five of Pentacles is what this falls under, which means it ends up not being fruitful. It doesn't manifest into what you want it to manifest into. Lovers, which is also collaboration, was at the bottom of my deck. Knight of Wands, the Emperor, Knight of Wands. Honey, this is getting messier and messier. There's certain things that I'm not going to tap into with this because I could go very deep with this. And honey, when I say this is a pile of mess, this is some juice that could turn into some wine, okay? Because it's a lot of feet I see moving in and out of this situation here. It's a lot of traction. And I see some energy going on in here. It's not known to the public, so I'm not going to tap into what's not known to the public because that's not something that I do. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if what I'm looking at comes out in the next few weeks, because it is very intriguing that these two parties come together with this plan, come together with this story, and they get similar cards. And at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, and then it was like Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, family card, ultimate wish fulfillment, ultimate abundance. Excuse me, something keeps choking me. Don't want me to talk. Tamar, it's time for you to start cleaning out your closet. and sweeping all this mess from up under your rug, because it's so much up under that rug right now that you literally have thrown a whole entire throw rug on top of a landfill. Y'all, I tried not to tap into this card. You see this, the Lovers? Like I said, this also represents collaboration. But let's not ignore the fact that the Lovers card represents a union of lovers falling under the star. It was hope between the lovers or the collaborators. Ace of Pentacles falling on top of the Magician. Okay, Ace of Pentacles falling on top of this Magician is that overlay for the underplay, the manipulation, and the speculation that will lead to getting the bag. Yeah. Sometimes truth is way stranger than fiction. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tap into Chrishan's part of this reading so I can take my butt to bed, because, baby, when I tell you my face so long right now, I am so exhausted. When I get up tomorrow, I'm going to tap into the Keke Palmer situation, and I need my full energy to read Keke Palmer, because there's a lot of dark energy around Keke, and I'm going to continue to say my prayers for Keke, and I would ask that every last one of you, if you find it in your heart to do so, please do so. You might see these readings go up back to back. Who knows? It depends on, you know, how fast I fall asleep. Oh, shoot. Oh, let me sage these cards. I almost forgot. Alrighty, last but definitely not least, Miss Chrishan Rock. The big rock and not the little one. Okay? Chrishan, what's the energy around you the night of the alleged assault between you and James Wright? Okay, so Two of Pentacles. Being back and forth, juggling about a situation, an unrequited offer. This goes back to what I said earlier about Chrishan. Like, she has intuition. She's a very intuitive person. That Pisces energy runs strong through her. Pisces are usually very intuitive people, but she second guesses herself, and then she comes back later and say, you know what, my first mind told me not to do that, or, you know, I prayed and my angels revealed such and such and so and so, and I didn't take it serious. So she was juggling about even going to this. Okay, this is like, you know, the communication coming in about it. She decided to go, but there was something connected to this. You know, she felt some type of way about it, but she just didn't voice it. She just made the best out of the situation. Okay, so here it is. You know, this is her going off into this opportunity she saw as, you know, okay, well, I'm going to make the best of it. You know, this is going to be a good opportunity for me networking. I'm, you know, going off into a blessing. And then boom, Five of Wands, this fighting card. Devil at the bottom of the deck. And see, this is my pimps up, you know who down card. Trying to keep it cute since now that I'm eligible to be monetized, but we still gonna get down to it. So this is a person who has people playing in their head, someone who has people manipulating them, talking to them, telling them things, obsessive even. Tap me more off into that. What is that? Knight of Wands. Okay. Unrequited offer. Okay, so this is more so, instead of like lovers or people like that, this is definitely a reading about watch the company that you keep, because this is like entourage, so-called friends, people running back and forth, instigating, people coming back and forth with messages, people being messy. There's someone in this situation who is very messy, someone who is very negative, and they caused a very unrequited offer, a very messed up situation. The Sun. Yeah, something was brought to light. What was illuminated? Y'all, remember I said this King of Cups, right? The person who was very deep in their feelings. For what it was worth, the things that were said publicly, there's much more beneath the surface. Two of Cups. It's starting to become a theme here. Now, the world is just into a cycle. Seven of Cups, as you consider your options. That's also a card of libations. Three of Pentacles. Okay, so Three of Pentacles is like a card of collaboration. So, okay, so, definitely turning up, getting lit, decide to, work with somebody. This was supposed to, be a very, very lucrative situation. Excuse me. So here it is, Ace of Cups. This is someone that she had much love for. So this is like Chrishan went into this situation with a big heart, but it's Tamar and, like the Braxtons and almost fan-like, okay? And she was just in awe. She was enamored. Now remember, even when she spoke today, when she spoke earlier, she said that this situation, it wasn't Tamar's fault. Four of Cups, this unrequited offer. Remember I said there's a messenger here. There's a very messy person. There's somebody playing telephone in this situation. Somebody who's keeping up mess, playing in people's heads, being manipulative. Somebody who's toxic. Somebody who's obsessive even. Nine of Cups, it was a wish fulfillment to benefit a familial unit with a blessing that was supposed to come out of this fight. Wow. Y'all, I've never seen such energy before. It still led to the Five of Pentacles. It didn't work out. It didn't pay off. Four of Wands, Nine of Wands. So this person came in swiftly. And it's looking like this was for stability. This whole wounded warrior story, because Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior. This was for stability. Things were illuminated. Oh, my ears. You had to excuse me, sorry. I literally felt like somebody was sticking me in my ear. That was weird. Queen of Swords. Something was illuminated when this Queen of Swords decided to speak. So when Chrishan decided to speak, she illuminated that things aren't as they seem, that things that were being said are not the actuality of what actually happened. And now it's like it's bringing it into a cycle. Oh, goodness. And look at that. Here's that heartbreak card. This is the card that started the whole reading. And I'm going to end it here. This heartbreak falls on this Two of Cups. This promoter and James Wright allegedly, it's looking like these two work together to come up with the overlay for the underplay. But they didn't end up getting the laugh all the way to the bank. It didn't get that far. And now, their antics, their behavior, it's going to cost Tamar. It's going to set Tamar back. Because no matter what happened, it did not happen the way that it was explained. It did not happen the way that it came out before the public when this went viral, allegedly. Now, you ask yourself, how would you look at someone? Let's take entertainment off the table. Let's say, you go to a certain bank, okay? And you've been banking with this bank for years. And this one day in particular, you go to this bank, and one of the employees of the bank states that you came in and you took out a loan and you defrauded on the loan. You didn't pay whatever your payments were. And you bounced some checks in your account. And you're like, I never took out a loan. So how could I owe anything back to this account if I never took out this loan? And lo and behold, you sit down with that branch manager and you're able to show them, I didn't take out any loan. I don't know where they're getting this from, but here is the actual account. Matter of fact, run the cameras back on the day that I came in. This is that type of situation. How do you look at the employer from this day forward after you've been treated such a way by the employees? Like I said before, and I'm going to close it out with this, Tamar needs to clean up her circle, and Chrishan has to sober up so that she can start seeing the trees for the forest. because I'm pretty sure that there were, some energies that were off. And if she had just allowed herself to trust her instincts, she would have picked up on it. But I thank you for watching this video. I thank you for taking your time to, kick it with me today. And I'm about to go ahead and go to bed, y'all. Next up will be the Kiki Palmer reading when I get my rest. Y'all have a wonderful evening and good night. This reading is adjourned.